Hello everyone, Marky Joe 1990 here, and I figure after the tournament I would detail my experience going to this tournament for Smash 4. Oh man, it was actually quite exciting, and I won the tournament. I still can't believe that I won. Because this was my first tournament, and I don't really take Smash 4 all that seriously, but after a couple of rounds I told myself I'm in it to win it, and I started to get really serious. But when the tournament first started, well, before the tournament I played a whole bunch of people in friendlies, and I was basically destroying everybody. There was this one guy, his handle is Mechanis. He was a huge Xenoblade Chronicles fan. He beat me once, and then after that I was like, okay, download complete, and then I proceeded to destroy him afterward. But he was pretty cool. It was awesome, and afterwards the tournament started, and I was really nervous because the first few, I didn't know what to expect really, but I saw that my first few opponents were little kids. They were either little kids or people who had really weird gimmicks about them. There was this one guy who, instead of using a GameCube controller or classic controller, he used a nunchuck, and I was the moment I saw that, I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna beat this guy. Then I did, and then came the really difficult opponents. There was this one guy. His handle in the game is hilarious. It's TV Sonic, but he used Fox and Captain Falcon, and he was scary to fight because he was a little like me. He's a very downloady player, and when I'm fighting a downloady player, it's a nightmare because the thing is that I kind of have lots of habits. So that actually ended up being very close matches. I felt like I lucked out against him, honestly, because he made one small mistake and I managed to get him with a Yoshi up smash. There were a lot of people cheering for me. I was this newcomer guy, and they had known me before because I went into the store the day before, and I showed them my Yoshi, and they were really impressed, and quite a few of them were cheering for me. There came a point where people were clapping, and they were super excited. I had fans that physically existed in the same place that it was amazing, and I got hype with them, I raised my fist, I gave them high fives. Oh my god, it was amazing. And then I fought the Shulk player again. Actually not. After fighting that really difficult Fox player, I fought the 3 times champion. His handle was Cyber Mega or 88 or something. He was a Sonic player, and I had no idea how to fight Sonic. Right before the match, I told him, "Oh my god, I hate Sonic," because my experiences with Sonic were basically, how the fuck do I fight this thing? He has no openings. And that's more or less how the match went, and I lost, but they were close, and we thought it was a best out of 5, and if it was, I would have won. But it was best of 3, and he won 2-1 against me. So he sent me into losers finals or losers semifinals, and I had to wait a bit. The Shulk player I fought before was fighting that Fox player, and I swear to God, if the Fox player won that match, I probably would have lost then and there. But the Shulk player beat him with his Captain Falcon. And I was a little happy for that, because I didn't want to fight the same guy again anyway. Just, I wanted to try somebody different. And I guess, the Shulk player I fought in friendlies before, but yeah, I fought Mechanis again, and I welcomed him rather grandiosely. I was like, "We meet again!" Oh wait, no, that was the the Sonic player that I. Oh, but well, anyway, we shook hands. We did our matches. I beat him, rather convincingly. I actually broke his shield at some point, and that was pretty hype. But yeah, I beat him, and then came Grand Finals. Basically, so this was a double elimination tournament. So because I was in losers, I basically had to beat him in 2 sets. So the first set is a best out of 5, and then the second set is a best out of 3. And when he showed up, I was like, "We meet again," and you know, I got everybody really hyped. I was like, "Yeah, let's do this!" And I like stood up, I raised my fist to the crowd. They were really like excited. Like I was the underdog. This was my first tournament I ever went to, and there weren't really any Yoshi players in this tournament, so I was like a brand new person, I guess. And I was fighting against this guy who had won the previous 3 tournaments, and he whipped out his Sonic. Oh, actually, I think the first match he whipped out Rosalina. And thank God for that, because I have an enormous amount of knowledge about that matchup, because one of the people I play against often, Crazy Colors, he is a Rosalina main, and he's also a very competitive player. Shoutouts to him, because that would have been pretty rough otherwise. The Sonic player told me, like, the reason why he kept switching characters out on me is because he hates fighting Yoshi. He hates the Yoshi matchup. So that was a bit of a lucky break too, I guess. But I fought him. I learned at some, like, after I had lost him the first time, I asked people for advice on like the Sonic matchup, because I had no idea how to fight him, and people told me, "Yeah, you don't seem to know how to fight him. What you want to do is you want to respect Sonic whenever he's in spin dash, and don't challenge it." And that's what I did. But yeah, I beat his Rosalina. He switched to Sonic. I was like, okay, I have to use this knowledge that I have gained against this guy, and I gotta beat him. Like, once I was in Grand Finals, I originally entered because I wanted to make friends, and I didn't really think I would get so far. But when I was in Grand Finals, I was like, I might actually win. Holy shit, I was in awe. And so I played him. I won the match against his Sonic. His Sonic is tough, too. But I started to realize that I was playing way too committal with Yoshi, like using his attacks that have a lot of lag and stuff. And I started to learn to bait him into doing stuff that he didn't want to do, and just doing things that he couldn't really punish. Because once you lock out Sonic, he can't, like, as far as I'm concerned, he can't really do much to you. But then I reset the bracket, and by that point I was like, alright, unless this guy switches it up, I'm going to win this tournament. And I think he used Meta Knight at one point. I wasn't too sure about that, but I think in that match I actually SD'd, and I still oh wait, no, he SD'd. And because I felt bad, I suicided, because I was like, I want to beat you fair and square. He was like, you didn't have to do that, and I told him, listen, I want this. I want to fight you at your best. I was very happy about that, because I don't know, like, it feels good when you're not being a cutthroat, but at the same time, he kind of let me pick the stage for our starter matches. I felt that gave me an advantage. I kind of, like, in some ways I feel like I didn't deserve to win, but people told me, no dude, you beat him fair and square. But yeah, second set happened, and I won pretty convincingly. And my, like, I almost broke down. Like, I was completely, like, overwhelmed with the fact that I won. And people were saying, "Yeah, good job!" Like people were cheering for. It was so awesome to see people cheering for me. But I guess when you're the underdog like that, you kind of get that kind of momentum, So I basically caused a huge upset. Well, not huge, but it was certainly an upset because this guy won the past 3 tournaments. But yeah, a bunch of people were cheering for me, and one guy was like, "Yeah, you did." And I remember my reaction being something like, "Oh my god, that was so hard, dude! You have no idea." Like, I had no composure left after that, and then I started to like walk around the store, not knowing what to do, because like I was still like coming to terms with the fact that I won the first tournament I ever entered. And I played a couple friendlies. That Fox player played me again, and he beat me twice, and then I had to go. So I definitely think that if that guy had faced me again, I would have lost. So, but lucky me. I wanna meet that Mechanis player again though, because I really liked him. He was cool. I kind of feel bad though. I kind of feel like he wasn't at his best, because I mean he made it that far and he beat TV Sonic. Like it was a close match, but he still beat him. And I guess what happened is that I was just lucky enough to face people that I was good up against, because the 3-times champion hates fighting Yoshi. The Mechanis guy, I felt like I just kind of completely downloaded him after a while. And TV Sonic, the one guy I felt could really destroy me, lost against that guy. So that was pretty cool. And I managed to do this on the day right before my birthday. And I won $160 in store credits. So I don't know what I'm going to use that for, but that's pretty awesome. But yeah, I think I'm going to stop bragging. I just want to share my feelings and experience with you guys, because, like, it has been such a long time since I ever felt, like, this happy, I guess. Oh, that sounds fucking depressing. Sorry. But yeah, like, I didn't get anybody's phone number or anything, but hopefully next time I go over to Play and Trade, some people, like, some of the people I met will still be there, and I'll be able to just kind of hang out with them, or, have them come over my house or something. That would be pretty neat. Though, there's this... I feel like I'm a... I don't know. Like, it's weird, because, like, at the same time, they're my rivals, and I'm worried that they'll get better than me. But I don't know. Like, I don't feel like... I don't like Smash 4 enough to really want to take it much further, I guess. But at the same time, and on top of that, like, I don't know what I'm going to do with $160. I don't know what I want anymore. Like, there's nothing I want to buy. For my birthday, I listed 5 things, and one of them was a shelf. I don't know what to do with that money. And as I said before, I'm not much of a fan of Smash 4, so I don't know. I think what I'm going to do, at some point I might get a Wii so that I can set up Project M with it, so that I can use a GameCube controller. Because the classic controller is not exactly the most responsive thing in the world. And on top of that, I could bring it over there and I could play people at their best in Project M. And that would be really neat. Because I really like Project M. I find it fun. And plus, Roy's our boy! I get to use Roy. And I'm good with... Well, I'm not going to say I'm good with him, but I'm comfortable with him, I guess you could say. Was there anything else? I don't know. But it was a very nice experience to, like, be cheered on like that and just be the crowd favorite, you know? Yoshi's been kicking ass lately in Smash games. Amsa's showing up in Melee and taking names. Yoshi in the Nintendo 64 game, he's been placing really high in tournaments lately. Tacos, in particular, made it up to grand finals with Super Boom Fan. That was pretty awesome. That was back in Apex 2015. So that was pretty cool to see. And now Smash 4, I think I might be... I don't know any other Yoshi mains, but I showed up and I did that, and... Oh, man, I'm gonna say like a million more times, guys, bear with me, that it was a great experience. I don't think I've felt this happy in a long time, honestly. And, like, on May 6th, my dog Stripe died, and I guess I gotta say, like... This month has been quite a roller coaster for me. But, yeah. I think that's all I gotta say. Yeah. Y'all have a good night.